afternoon. I had a comment for Senator Cassidy ahead of RFK visiting the Hill this week, I believe.
Yes, ma'am. They're back in session.
Yes, I know. Secretary Kennedy, though, is scheduled to be in front of Senate Finance, and I am just wondering...
Oh, yes, I apologize.
Right, no problem at all. But I am just wondering if Senator Cassidy plans to call the Secretary in front of his committee. He has subpoena powers to do the same. And in light of the many recent events, not least of which is the insanity that was happening at the CDC last week. It's still going on, really, with the ousting of Monarez, who was confirmed by Senator Cassidy. Like, is he planning to call this man before him? Because that was one of the promises he made on the Senate floor during Kennedy's confirmation process, was that if Secretary Kennedy started being out of pocket, which he has been this entire time, that he would call him before him again to at least explain himself. So when is this going to happen? I understand, and I keep track of those updates. My question, though, is when is he going to subpoena Secretary Kennedy to his committee to explain all of the actions that go against all the promises that Secretary Kennedy made to Senator Cassidy during the confirmation process? The CDC director was confirmed by Senator Cassidy, and she's just been ousted for pushing back on the anti-scientific methods that Secretary Kennedy is doing, which Bill Cassidy was also affirming was important during the confirmation process. These are all his words saying that Secretary Kennedy would use science, that he would not overturn decades of vaccine recommendations, but he is doing all of that. And Senator Cassidy's promise to the American people was that when that happened, he would call Secretary Kennedy before his committee to explain himself. And so I am saying that I expect him, and I think the rest of America expects him to fulfill that promise, because he is a doctor, he took an oath, and he is a senator, he took another oath to the Constitution for the American people. So if you could please pass on that message, I would be very grateful.